is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett. First down, Brissett. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Brissett now on second down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
A second down throw for Brissett. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So 2nd and 10 here. Brissett now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle. but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Back to throw. Drops it off to Ajayi. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Fletcher Cox is a Pro Bowl, all-pro talent at defensive tackle. And even though he didn't have his best year in 2016, still warranted double and triple teams from opposing offenses. If he's singled up, he usually finds his way into the opposing backfield to wreak a little bit of havoc.
Let's go! Brissett on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
There are the numbers last week for Jay Ajayi. 14 carries, 76 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. back to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try to run with a J. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Did your high school have that same push him back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter we were kickers.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnover. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
This is Ajayi, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
Let's go! 3-19!
They run again with Ajayi. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. They'll set up a throw. Completes it to Ajayi. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. For it with Ajayi, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Ajayi stops short of the first. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Second down, Brissett. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Let's go! Brad 38!
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Throwing right, and that's complete. He got 29 yards that time. Brissett on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Fourth down, Brissett. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Hassan Ridgeway. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They run with Ajayi. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys. And that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them. And now, instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score at worst. you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
Come on, let's go.
Now Brissett. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. First and 10, Brissett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Second down, Brissett again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone, and the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normally, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
Yeah, a little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Penalty marker on the field, however. Which side is this on? And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Hassan Ridgeway in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Donnie Jones now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. From the gun, here's Brissett. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. gun, Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now they try the right side here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down throw for Brissett. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And again this time to the tailback. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Colts just want to get back out on the field as they've looked good last week and now today. The Eagles will have to pick it up if they want to come away with the win. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Now midway through the first, the ball will pop loose here. Now following the fumble, Daniels found on the quick pass, and this play will go for 6 as they take a 7-0 lead. Eagles with the ball midway through the second. On the run, the ball comes loose. Now after the fumble, Brissett's going to complete the pass from the gun. And this goes 60 yards for the score as they take a 13-0 lead. So that'll do it from here. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles. They've got the second half from Indy. Brandon.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Let's go. Green, 35.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Let's go. Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And they'll run it here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nate Hairston. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. We're set now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They dump off underneath to Ajayi. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Brent Selleck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll make it 13-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go.
Brissett now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. To the right side, caught by Salek. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Come on, let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain.
Come on, let's go! Try 38! Try 38!
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
Let's go! Try 38!
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go! Try 38!
They go play action with Brissett. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Let's go! White, none!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, let's go! Try 38!
On play action, Brissett. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Colts send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Hassan Ridgeway in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go!
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Here we go! Brand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Colts on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Fresh set of downs here. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Here we go. 1, hot.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Indianapolis, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.